All right, so we're gonna make our own balancing combustion video here. So talking about balancing combustion reactions here. We said earlier here, if you start with oxygen, you're gonna have a bad time. So we wanna balance this using the acronym CHO, so CHO. So I wanna balance my carbons first, then my hydrogens, then my oxygens here. All right, so what we're gonna do here, let's grab one of these reactions here, and we're gonna go ahead, let's do one that's a little more difficult here. Let's grab you grab this here. Let's grab it. Let's do this one here. This one looks a little bit more difficult. It's missing a little bit of the O. That got cut off, but oh, too big. All right. A little bit of that got cut off. Let's fill that in. So it's supposed to be an O here. All right. So when I'm looking at this here on the when we're looking at this here, we can see that we have 4 carbons. You know, if we separate this, reactants on the left side, products on the right side here. We see with 4 carbons over here. We have 10 hydrogens over here and 2 oxygens on this side. And we take a look at the other side here. There's 1 carbon, 2 hydrogens, and there are 3 oxygens here. So we can see here that we are not balanced here. So let's go ahead. We're going to balance according to the acronym here. We're going to balance our carbons first. So we have 4 on the left. Let's get 4 over here. Let's update our count. We now have 4 carbons here. And now we have 4 times 2 oxygens here gives me 8. Plus the 1 over there gives me 9. So that's going to be 9 oxygens here. All right, we're not going to worry about the oxygens yet, even though they're unbalanced. All right, we're going to keep going. We're going to go balance our hydrogens next. I have 10 on the left side. I have 2 on the right. So to make this an even 10 over here, we're going to need 5 of these here. So that gives us a 10 here. And then the oxygens here, 5 times 1, that's 5, plus the 8 over here. 5 plus 8 is 13. Is that right? 4? Yeah. All right. So now when I take a look here, I can get close to there, right? I can get close to 13 here. But these 2 oxygens here, since they're added in pairs, I can only add them as an even number, right? So what's not going to work is if I would say, let's go with 6.5, right? 6.5 times 2 would give me 13. But I can't have decimals here, right? So let's double that. What's double of 6.5? If we double it, we'll get a whole number. So normally we would stop here. But if you have a decimal here for your O2s, we're going to need to double everything here. So we'll go 2. We will go 6.5 times 2 is 13. Make this 8. And then 10. So that way, we have whole numbers at the top. So this is the, normally you can stop at that point once you've balanced your oxygens, but if it's at like a 0.5, then you need to double everything to make this a whole number. All right, let's look at another one. All right, let's grab another equation here. So let's grab one. This one's pretty simple here. Let's try this one here. So we have C4, H8. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Well, too big. Again, we're going to split it by the arrow here. And we're just going to run down our acronym here. We're going to go with CHO. All right, we're going to start with carbon here. All right, so carbons, I have 1 carbon here. And I have 1 carbon here. That's good. Hydrogens here. I have 4 over here. I have 2 over here. So let's go ahead and double this amount here. That'll give me 4 hydrogens. All right. So now we can do our oxygens here. I have 2, 3, 4. There's 2 here. So 2 times 1 is 2 plus the 2 over here. That gives me 4. So that means over here, I have 2 of these here. So if I double this here, 2 times 2 is 4. That will balance that out. So this will be 1, Let's make that a nicer 2 there. 2, 1, 2. All right. Is it starting to cut easy, hard? Is this looking, how are we looking so far? All right. We'll do one more here just to, make sure we got this down solid here. Let's do one with, let's do this one here. That one doesn't look too bad. So we'll do this one here. C6H6 plus O2 makes CO2 and H2O. Notice we always start with a hydrocarbon. They may be different ratios here, but it's always carbon and hydrogen plus the oxygen, making carbon dioxide and water. Nothing's changing for each combustion reaction. It's always going to have this same format. The only thing that changes is this piece right here. It could be C2H2 or C6H6 or C4H8. That can change up, but these are going to be the same here. All right. Let's go ahead and balance it. We want to separate our reactants from products. Reactants on the left, products on the right. All right. And we're going to go back down through the acronym CHO here for the combustion reactions. We're first going to do carbons. So carbons here, we have 6 over here. We have 2, we have 1 over here. So we're going to need 6 here to make this 6. All right. Let's make that a nicer 6. There we go. All right. Now we can do our hydrogens. Let's balance these guys out. So hydrogen here, I have 6 over here. We have 2 over here. So to get this to 6, 3 times 2 would give me 6. All right, that's balanced. Now let's do oxygen. We have 2 over here. And over here, 6 times 2 is 12. And then 3 times 1 is 3. So 12 plus, that would be 15. So that will give us, that means that we're going to need to get 15 oxygens over here. Let's see. That would be 15 divided by 2 is what? 7.5? So that'll get us to 15. So I could say that this is done, but the issue is this is not a whole number, right? So what can we do to make this a whole number? Yeah, so let's do that. Let's double everything. 2, 15, 12, 6. So there we go. There's our lowest numbers of whole ratio, our lowest whole ratio numbers, our lowest whole number ratios. There we go. Lowest whole number ratios. Everything is a whole number, no decimals. We've got that. That's finished. All right. So sometimes, like in this problem here, once you balance oxygen, you're done. But sometimes, once you balance your oxygens, sometimes you have to double everything to get rid of the decimal. All right? Any questions on that? Easy, hard? How are you doing back there? Is this easy, hard? You're good? What do you think, Ray? Good? Questions online? You guys want to see another one online, or how are you guys doing? No, you got it? So Jimena is saying it looks good. Anybody else? All right. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to record this here. This is going to stop.